Whoop. I think we're on.
Hey, Dr. Demi.
Hey, Dr. M. How you doing?
I'm very well. We're hello Facebook and hello Instagram.
We're
Thirsty Thursday.
Yeah, Thirsty Thursday using some new technology, which should be interesting.
Thanks, Demi.
We'll see how it goes. So last week. So what are you thirsty for this week?
Well, Dr. Demi, I am thirsty for this book. It's called Feel Better in 5, and its whole concept is about taking 5-minute health snacks each day. And I got it because it's something that I've always recommended to clients that I see in practice, because, you know, a lot can be achieved in 5 minutes, 10 minutes, and 15 minutes, I think. And sometimes you don't want to go for a run, you don't want to go to the gym. And if you put in your mind, it's an hour, it's 45 minutes, then really it's an hour and a half out of your day, because you're getting changed, you're getting unchanged, or you're going to the gym, and then it just doesn't end up happening.
Yeah.
And for the last sort of, I would say, 5 years, I have been taking this concept. I've been doing this already, and I've been doing 10 minutes, but I think it's really beneficial, because if you just say to yourself, I'm going to get down on this yoga mat for 5 minutes, and you set the timer and you get down on that yoga mat and you do just maybe a certain 5 exercises or something for 5 minutes every single day, you really do see the changes. This book is also the health snacks. It's grouped into three different sort of areas, and that's your mind, your body, and your heart. Now, every day, all you have to do is 5 minutes of one of the exercises from those groups for 5 minutes a day, and that's your health snack. And then it's just so much more achievable.
Yeah.
So I would totally recommend getting this book or having a look through it, because it's got a lot about sort of what I've been recommending to clients. And we kind of do it anyway. We sort of, give exercises and say, just do these 4 exercises every single day.
Yeah.
But it's also about your mind. It's that physical, chemical, and emotional layers to the body. And this book is definitely building that or taking that into consideration. And he's also saying about how a behavior is so more likely to stick if it's built onto another behavior that you're already doing. Yeah. So he uses, like, when he has a coffee and the coffee machine's going, and he does 5 minutes of push-ups or strength exercises while the coffee machine's running. And then after that, he has his coffee, because he knows he's going to have the coffee in the morning.
Yeah.
Or while the kettle is boiling, doing something. And it's just so much more likely to stick. So
yeah.
That's what I'm thirsty for.
I love it. And that's I think something, again, that's very powerful is piggybacking it onto stuff that you're already doing. So I'm sure you've probably seen it in practice or even recommended it in practice. But one thing that I've found myself recommending, especially for new mums, like if baby's down doing tummy time, that's the perfect time for mum to be doing some pelvic tilts.
Yeah.
So again, just finding ways to fit things into your day. And that sort of works quite well with what I've been thirsty for. So this week I've been talking to a lot of people about people saying that they're stressed, but they can't really pinpoint why they're stressed. And for one client, I made the joke of, are you stressed about Trump potentially getting reelected? And she was like, actually, every day I've been like researching and like looking into the stuff that's happening in the US. She's American. And she was like, so I actually think that's starting to feed into how I'm feeling. And that brought me back to something that we did probably 18 months ago, where we had those challenges in the practice. So to try and create a habit in a month. And one of the things that I was doing was I wasn't using my phone before 9 a.m. or after 9 p.m. And the reason why I was doing that is because when you wake up in a state of hypnosis. So your brain is in this theta state. And the first thing that you do in the morning will either give you a dopamine boost, which is your reward hormone or chemical in the body, or spike the cortisol. So you're really setting your day up in those first sort of 5-10 minutes, or those first few actions that you do in the morning. So I've been thinking a lot about morning rituals, and what people can do to, again, try and start their morning off in a more healthy or a more constructive way. And what that whole feel good in 5 works in perfectly, because it could be something as simple as, rather than waking up and turning your alarm on and checking your emails first thing in the morning, why not turn your alarm off and take 5 deep breaths, or set an intention for the day, or even take a few seconds to smile, rather than going straight into business mode. Because again, with lockdown and people working from home, that's another thing. People are losing their boundaries. Usually you'd have that walk to the tube or the bus to separate your home and work life. But at the moment, we're not having those boundaries. No. So my, I guess, challenge for anyone who's watching Thirsty Thursday, what are some rituals that you can start doing to allow your body and nervous system to wake up in a more natural way and set the tone for the day? So is it that you get up and do some breathing? Is it that rather than checking your phone, you roll over and tell your partner or tell your children one thing, like one amazing thing that you're looking forward to today, rather than getting plugged into the madness of the world? Yeah, so that was what I was thirsty for, just thinking about how you can take some technological stress off your body, and support your wonderful nervous system and set you up for the rest of the day in a more natural way, I guess, in a roundabout way.
Yeah, and I think you're right. I've just realised that the sound's actually not coming through these. Total blown moment there. I don't know why. So exactly, it's like the setting those boundaries. I think everyone at the moment is kind of holding their breath because of what's going on with the media and the that lockdown looming over our heads.
Yeah.
And it's quite hard. It's quite a lot on the mind. So I think exactly just setting those boundaries, and then not trying to be absolutely perfect, or putting a lot of pressure on yourself, more pressure than there already is. There's already a lot of pressure. Yeah. So if you could just do maybe 3 good things in the day that is good for you, then at the end of the day, that's going to be a lot better. And he does say that he, in terms of at the end of the day, just to take 5, and that's right. Just think about, did someone open the door for you and smile that day? Well, under face mask maybe, but or did you were driving and someone let you out? It's those simple things that we have all this other negative self-talk that actually can we spin it around?
Yeah,
because otherwise we're all going to go nuts, aren't we?
Exactly. And I think there's something to be said about when you take the time to notice those small things, even exactly that, even someone just opening the door for you, or today someone helped me take the chiropractic table out of the car. When you're able to stop and notice the small things in life that are lovely and sort of brighten your day, it creates a chain reaction in your brain that you then go out and search for more of the good little things that happen during the day. So you're gearing yourself towards more positivity than getting stuck in that negative feedback loop.
Yeah, definitely. And getting getting out in nature as well is great for resetting the brain as well. If you're stuck in a loop, getting out in nature, reset the brain. Okay, and now let's change that.
Yeah.
So, well, that was another Thirsty Thursday at home, in the comfort of our home.
Exactly. Hopefully it works. You froze a little bit during this, so we'll see what comes up.
Did I?
Yeah.
Because I live in the middle of nowhere.
Yeah. Well, it's nice. You're out with nature. It's fun.
I am. All right.
Well, there's one more thing, which is some big exciting news.
Yeah, what is that?
So me and my fiance Tim have decided that we are going to be moving back to Australia. So my last day in practice is going to be Saturday the 24th of October. So in 3 and a bit weeks. We also have the wonderful Hannah coming in, who is taking over my position. Hannah is an amazing chiropractor. She's been practicing in Kent. She's the only English chiropractor at Northcote Chiropractic, which is quite exciting.
Yeah, they think that we're full of Aussies, but only you and I are Aussies.
Exactly. So she will be in the practice sort of for the few days or the week or so before I leave. So if you're around, pop in and say hello. Come in and meet her at your next adjustment. And for anyone who wants to come in and get tuned up before I head on over to the other side of the world, you know where to find me.
Say goodbye to Demi.
I know. Very bittersweet.
It's going to be a very emotional month.
Yeah.
Because, you've been at the practice for 3 years.
Yeah.
And you've seen the practice go through quite a bit of change.
Yeah.
It was a little practice. It's it's still not massive practice, but you've been through quite a few changes with the practice, and you've been part of that, and you're very much, I would say, very much in the walls of the practice where you are. Your pictures are. So I think this month of Thirsty Thursdays, I'm going to give you the mic a bit more, maybe.
Oh gosh, the pressure's on.
Yeah.
Well, I'll have to have a think. And as always, if anyone has anything that they want to learn more about, or wants to hear from us, or wants to know more about what chiropractic can do for you or your loved ones, feel free to comment below, send us through emails, ask at your next appointment.
Yeah. And I think also, if anyone's got ideas as to what we should do with Thirsty Thursday when you go.
Yeah.
So maybe we can talk about that next time at the start. And yeah.
Love it. Well, we'll see you next Thursday. Fingers crossed all the technology works.
Perfect. And I haven't frozen too much.
We'll see.
All right.
All right. See you, Em.
Thanks, Demi. Bye.